What is market equilibrium? Professor A.K. Enamel Hawk explains this in this lecture.
So let's go to a market for a moment. And let's define the market for a moment logically and say, what is a market? The market is a mechanism of transaction. So let's assuming that there is a demand function and there is a supply function. I'm not pushing on the supply function for a moment. Just standard supply function is upward sloping. Standard demand function is downward sloping. So this is my quantity. And this is my price. Remember, always label the axis, otherwise it does not make sense. Okay, that's why we do it, just to make sure we understand. And if you understand, this is the point of equilibrium. Okay, so this is the equilibrium price. In economics, we have certain, so we said equilibrium means P star and Q star. There are many Q, but the moment we put a star, that means it's an equilibrium. This is when, so what is an equilibrium? Demand equal to supply. So this particular phenomena has happened at this point. So at this point, technically, demand is equal to supply. That is the whole equilibrium means. Now the question is, and this is the demand. Remember, how does demand function shifts? Do I shift the demand function? Answer is only if I go back, only if there is a change in here. And one of the important influence that I can do, obviously, and I should write it down, which is advertisement. Remember, advertisement is also here. So if I do an advertisement, which is only positive related, then the demand function also shift to the right. So demand function can only shift to the right if I have changes in advertisement. But if I spend the same amount of money, I'm here. Okay, so if I do not change the advertisement also, if the advertisement change, remember, positively linked, but if the advertisement change remain exactly same, my position is fixed. So that is what I was doing. Let's assume, and let's try to understand what is known as market equilibrium. So let's assume this was the price for a moment and say, okay, the price was not equilibrium, price was as P1. So if the price is at P1, and if you look into the price, you said, okay, that means the demand is here. Okay. Let's change the color. And supply is here. So realize that we have now created a gap between demand and supply. And this is the gap between demand and supply. Remember, at this price, consumer are not, remember my consumer was here before, but since I've increased the price, my demand has gone down. That's the negative relationship. On the other hand, since I've increased, the market has seen an increase in price, many people are interested to supply. So supply has gone up. And that is, question is, in this case, we say there is been a excess supply in the market. It happens sometimes that there has been excess supply in the market because the price has pushed everyone to produce more, and that's why supply has come. So what will happen under this scenario? The theory says that under this scenario, because of excess supply, some people will say, look, I have a product, but I cannot sell because there is no consumer. So what they will do, they will compete to sell their product because they're an unsold product, and eventually prices will go down. So we're saying, look, price will eventually go down to the equilibrium, and this is not tenable. This is not possible. On the other hand, if I give another example, and if I say this was the price, so I'm using another price, and I'm trying to fix it at this point just to make sure that our easier to, I don't have to draw many things. Okay, doesn't have to be at this point, but I'm just showing it because that's easier for me. So in the other hand, if my price was P2, P2 means, so remember this was 5. So I can say this is, and this is 4. As a numerical example, this was 10 originally. I can say this is 5 and we can say this is 15. So we can say this is Q1 and this is Q2. So what happens right now, because of, and in this particular case, I should draw this line, supply is here. So what has happened? Because the price is here, supply is here. Not many people are interested, but demand is here. So now I can see there is a gap between demand and supply again. And this is, some people say this is known as excess demand. I will say this is known as shortage. Agree or disagree? So more people are interested to buy the product, less people are selling the product. So market has a shortage. So excess supply, which is surplus, remember this is technically known as surplus, that market has too much product. So if you have a surplus or a shortage, both of them are known as a crisis in the market. So market in crisis, either by excess supply or excess demand. An answer is, if this is the case, some consumers say, look, I want to buy the product, but it's not available. So I'm ready to pay higher price. As such, my prices will go up and eventually market will come back to equilibrium. So in other words, what we're saying that if you do not do anything in the market, the crisis technically is a short-lived. The market will fix it. So in other words, we're saying that the crisis will be fixed by the market. You don't have to do anything because there are people who want the product, but it is not available. Because it is not available, they will say, let me increase the price because I want to get it. So they will be ready to buy more, pay more. And the moment he pays more, some people who was previously willing to purchase, they say, no, I don't want to buy it. So they will reduce. So you will move from this point to this point. This movement will happen because of excess shortage in the market. So shortage in the market automatically raise the price. Similarly, surplus in the market automatically reduces the price. So this was pushed by the supplier and this one pushed by the demand. So market comes back to equilibrium and that's known as market equilibrium.
Please subscribe to this channel to receive updates on new videos.